In some ways, there's only so much that I can say about my own insecurities. Now, I don't mean I'm insecure in the sense of am I Wei An? Am I Bob? Am I Pablo? I don't mean it in that sense at all. I'm pretty sure I'm Wei An and that I'm Malaysian and ethnically I'm Chinese and so on and so forth. And I'm quite sure I wasn't exchanged at birth. So I'm not insecure in that sense. I'm insecure in the sense of I never know how people are going to respond to me. Not for sure. Which is funny, come to think of it, because growing up as a teenager, I was always like, yeah, I'm rebellious. I'm like, oh, I'm the bad kid. I was never the bad kid. I was never the bad kid. Not even close. But yeah, I mean, I thought that way a lot when I was a teenager. It's like, yeah, it's me against the world. I'm gonna become a dancer. Look at me now. And then now, when I talk to other people, I'm like, oh no, am I saying too much? Am I going too fast? Am I talking to myself again? Am I just running over people by spewing out all my opinions and just going because I know I do talk a lot. The fact that I am making these videos and the first two videos, this is the third, we're both about 20 minutes long, means that I have a fair capacity for speaking to myself. Okay, so see, that's one thing that I'm not insecure about. I know I can talk, but actually sometimes then I can't because there are occasions where I just don't know what to say to people and I just don't want to talk to people, and that happens too. So maybe I can't always talk so much, but apparently I can talk to myself. Is it because I just like hearing my own voice? Actually, it's because it's because there are just so many things going on in my head that talking is just a way for me to get out of my own head and externalize my thoughts so that I have a concrete way of perceiving them and putting them into place so that they're just not trapped in here and playing ping pong with each other until I go crazy. And then normally the only thing that shuts up the ping pong is YouTube or Netflix or some stupid action movie that I've probably watched 15 times already. Okay, thankfully I haven't done that much lately. But anyway, I think a lot about how other people are going to respond to me, particularly over text, whether it's friends or work or whatever. Because I kind of text like I talk, I spew, I just have an idea and then and then I wonder whether I'm annoying people because I go too much, and should I just, hold the phone, wait, chill out. You don't have to reply to everything that your friends say in their chat group. See, this is good therapy for myself. It's reminding myself that even if I don't speak in the chat group for a few days, my friends will still know that I'm alive. And maybe if I shut up for a few days, they'll actually start checking in on me because this is very, very strange. I don't know, is it better to be annoying or is it better to make your friends worry about you? But see, why am I even thinking about these things, If they're really my friends, whether I'm annoying or silent, they will still be my friends. And if they've known me for let me think, this particular group of friends, they've known me for more than half my life now. If they've put up with me for that long, then I'm pretty sure they're gonna put up with me texting incessantly over the course of the pandemic because I don't really have that many people to talk to except you, my beloved Sony A7 III and my 24-105 lens that I bought because I thought I was going to Luxembourg. But thank you very much, my travel pass. Okay, I'm gonna try not to rant too much about that. But yeah, I mean, how much is there for me to say about my own insecurity? I worry about these things. I worry about the neighbor's dogs are very annoying sometimes. That dog is a big, really dark Alsatian, not like a brown and black Alsatian with kind of equally balanced patches like German Shepherd police dog. This one is all kind of just black fur with a little bit of gold thrown in. Very nice looking dog. Pretty friendly, but I just wish he would shut up sometimes. I kind of wonder if he's barking at me, if he can hear my voice across the road. I do realize that this house kind of channels the sound this way, so maybe the neighbors heard me. And now I'm worried whether or not the neighbors are offended. But, I mean, if they are, it's true, the dog barks a lot. They know that, they live with him. I lost my train of thought. And I got it back again. That was a slow-moving train that I could jump back onto quite easily. Okay, so here we go. There's only so much that I can say about my insecurity because I'm insecure. I worry about what other people think about me. Even though growing up I was always like, yeah, I don't care, I'm gonna do whatever I want. So obviously that's not true. Although I did become a dancer and choreographer, whatever that means I spend lots of time talking to my camera by myself. For now at least. Yeah, so I've said those things. I've acknowledged the fact that I worry about what other people think about me. So what? Can I solve that by just talking to myself? Is this some kind of therapy that will actually help me to get out of that? Maybe I should start talking to you about the decisions that I'm going to be making or the decisions that I need to make. But then again, if I am posting this online for other people to watch, for whatever reason, maybe they find it entertaining. Are you not entertained? That's what YouTube is for, so I presume you're entertained, if not you wouldn't be watching. Yeah, I don't want to talk about all these life decisions in public. I'm not crazy, but I'm not stupid. Anyway. Once I've said all these things, what else is left to say? I could try to psychoanalyze. I don't even know if I'm using that word correctly. Does it matter? Who cares? I mean, okay, no. I care whether or not I'm using the word correctly. I think I am, sort of. Yeah, leave a comment below if I'm using the word wrong and you want to correct me. I mean, I've talked about my insecurities. I've talked about them a lot to myself, even not in front of the camera, but then it's just like, yeah, I'm insecure. Okay, yeah. Hold my pillow, curl up in the corner. Yeah, I'm insecure. Okay. And then a lot of it is just like going through the daily decisions of, should I text my friends, whoever? Am I just gonna submit this grant application? Which obviously seem to be the two big things that I think about a lot. There's also, should I make this choreographic decision? Okay, I've already talked about all these three things, but then what else am I supposed to talk about? What am I supposed to do? I guess the next choreographic step is then to find a kind of quality, this kind of like, hey, poof! And then Kingpin goes flying because Spider-Man Miles Morales zapped him with his, I forgot what they call it, spider sting? I don't know. Poof! Okay, no, anyway. Yeah, I guess the next choreographic step is to kind of find the movement quality, I guess. Like what is it to be insecure and uncertain? And I'm sure this isn't something I need to do by myself. Like there's books and videos and so on about body language. How does a scared person stand, shy person, an assertive person, someone who can't make up his mind, short person, tall person, fat person, skinny person, stupid person. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I just made myself laugh because I'm so dumb. I'm sorry. I was gonna say that I'm gonna try and take this seriously, but there's no real reason for taking this seriously because I am just kind of goofing around and just talking to myself and figuring things out as I go along. But what is the movement of indecision and of uncertainty and of knowing that you want to reach for something, but then being uncertain if you should, being afraid of getting burned, of being hurt, of being broken, of kind of knowing what the answer is but being afraid to say it because you don't want other kids in class to think that you're some smart aleck who wants to answer all the questions when really all you want is for a teacher to shut up and stop asking who knows the answer, who knows the answer, because you want to move on with class and you don't like this teacher anyway. What is it to just be able to get things off your chest? To have that one friend to whom you can go, hey, you know, life really sucks today. And I know I said that yesterday, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before. And not be worried about being judged or being criticized or being blown off because your friend's tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over again. To have that friend who would go, I mean not just once or twice or 3 times, but like 15,000 times. Hey, yeah, I'm happy to look through your grant application. I believe in you. Even if all the previous granting bodies and residencies and whatever don't. I believe in you and I'll look through your stuff, help you to make it better, help you to make it make sense, help you to communicate, say what you want to say because I think it has value. What would it be like to have that person with whom you are completely and totally secure? And I don't think it's just about being secure, it's also being about being open. Not that this person has to agree with you on everything. And I'm not just trying to be like, oh, I'm so lonely, where is my significant other? It doesn't have to be like a partner, a husband or a wife or whoever. It could just be like a really, really close buddy, a brother or a sister, a dog who can speak, a teddy bear who's alive. Don't watch Ted. It's not a bit of a brain bleach movie, in my opinion, anyway. What would it be like to have that friend, to have that person, to be secure, to rest, to have a Stable base, as one of my friends once put it, when I was still in school. One night my friends and I were at my place, two friends, and then one of them just goes, "Come on, Wei, come on, you gotta find a stable base, I'm gonna fight you, come on, Wei, come on." And he's like a bigger dude, and I mean, I'm not like a big dude now, but back then I was even skinnier. I was like scrawny Chinese kid. And he's like, "Yeah, come on, Wei, come on, gotta find a stable base." And this dude has like no capacity for alcohol. He's just trying to fight me, but I don't know. I was probably a little bit drunk as well. We were all like, "Ugh." Yeah, but to have that stable base from which your drunk friend can't knock you off because you are there. After the past couple of days, there are some good things to think about, like the idea of being funny but transcendent at the same time, or humor that slips in through the keyhole and sits down and has a cup of tea, and then gets up and opens the door to the big idea, so that the big idea can finally stop banging his head against the door and come in and have a conversation with the landlord. The friend with whom you can be secure. And you would think, that as a Christian, not just like, hey, yeah, I'm a Christian, I go to church once a week. I haven't been to church for over a year. I've been to online church a couple of times, but anyway, story for another day. But in normal times, pre-pandemic times, what's normal anyway, right? Someone who didn't just go to church once a week or on Christmas or Easter, but who tries to think about his faith and integrate it into daily life. That I would be secure that, I have Jesus. It's a bit strange to say out loud. I have Jesus. Whose opinion do I need to worry about? You would think that would be enough. And truth is, it's not. And it's not because I don't think Jesus and God are enough. I guess it's because that in some sense, I have a trust issue. I haven't learned how to trust God as I should. It's really much easier said than done, you know. Like, I'm stressed out, life's hard. Don't worry, man, God's gonna take care of you. My brain hears you, my ears hear you. This guy hasn't really figured things out yet though, so he's still gonna freak out and and then you fall asleep because at some point you just get too tired and can't take things anymore, and you also don't have the energy to stay up to keep reading Lord of the Rings. At some point the book goes yeah, there are some good things to think about. Hopefully for you too.